In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your Aweber version of the squeeze page. So the first step, you need to just decide if you want to use the traditional with just the email address, the traditional with the email and name field, or the two-step with just the email, or the two-step with just the email and name. So let's just say that for this example, we're going to go with the traditional with just the email. They all, setting up them, any one of them is the exact same concept. So these files, as you can see the way they're named, they're called aweber-email.php. You can name this whatever you want. If you want to put it in the root of your domain, you would just call it index.php. You have to make sure that the PHP stays at the end. Or if you're putting in a different folder, like if you're putting it my domain / whatever, you can put it as index.php as well. Or you can name these fields, these files, whatever you want. You could call it free report or whatever you want. So that you can name these files whatever you want. Now when you open it in your text editor, you'll see at the top of the file, I've put everything that you need to edit right at the top. There's no need, you don't need to know HTML, you don't need to go down here at all. You just need to edit these things. So let me just go over what these different variables are. So the title of your page is just the title at the top of your browser. Your company name, that will show up at the bottom of your website. Your headline, that's pretty self-explanatory, that's your headline. This is your subheadline. This is the button text that will show up on the button. This is the little disclaimer that shows up just below the button. And here are 4 fields that you need to add from your Aweber. So what you do to do this is when you're in your Aweber account and you create a sign-up form, once you've created that form, you can go over to the Publish tab, and then you click here where it says, I want to install my own form. Let me just move this up here for you. And then you click Raw HTML version. And what that does is you see it gives you your form code here. So you unclick the Include Beautiful Form Styles, and you'll see that it gives you this area right here. These are the details, are really what we want right here. See how this says Meta Form ID when we were in our thing? Here's the Meta Form ID, so you want to put that there. Your list name is right here. Whoops, that's your list name. Your redirect URL, you don't need to get that from Aweber. What you put here is you can leave this as is, and it'll do the Aweber, but if you want a custom thank you page where you want to send them to whatever page that you want, this is where you would put your redirect URL. And then lastly, there's just the Aweber meta ad tracking. So again, it's in the form code. You'll see it says meta ad tracking. So you'd add this detail right here in between quotes. So the 3 things that you need from this form code is right here, the meta form ID between the quotes, the list name between the quotes, and the meta ad tracking. You would just add those to here and then edit your other features here, and that's it. Save it and upload it to your web host, and that's it. If you don't have a web host and you don't really know what you're doing, I suggest using the ClickFunnels version.